Hey guys, so I just wanted to show this video to you. It's been making rounds around the internet, and I'm gonna also show you this person's Instagram because it was very surprising and shocking to me. That's all I want to say about this, but just listen to it. So this person is maskless. They're trying to order a bagel, and I guess this person's name is Stephanie Denaro.
Why can't you? She said she got medical problem. You don't have to serve if you don't want to.
Oh, is this a regular person? You just gotta tell me what.
You can't even see how I'm looking at you, sir. I have sunglasses on. You can't even see how I'm looking at you. I have sunglasses on.
Yeah, did I guess?
You just said, don't look at you like that. How do you see how I'm looking at you?
Excuse me, can you just serve if you don't want to serve her, let you go.
I just want to order some bagels.
If you want to serve her, serve her. If not, let you go.
Take her out.
I've been here
Hello, ma'am. He's not going to serve you, so please leave.
Why? Because he's a...
Excuse me.
Oh, that's what he is.
Hello. Now you need to go.
That's what he is.
Excuse me,
Bitch
ma'am.
ass,
Hello,
F-word.
ma'am. You
I
need
just
to
said
go.
it. You heard it.
Let me call a cop because this lady been...
So I know a Trump supporter when I see one.
Okay, so anyway, so that's the clip of it. There's actually a longer clip. But this person actually has an Instagram, and I was pretty surprised by it. And I don't want to go too much into detail about here, but also, allegedly she denies calling the worker that. It's strange, because in that clip, she actually says that, I wish I had a longer clip. You guys are going to have to find the longer clip. I'm so sorry. So I wanted to show you this person's Instagram. Genuinely shocked that they didn't private it and they're posting all this stuff up. But yeah, so some of the stuff on here, it details, hold on, let me show you this. It details what is this? What happens if they don't want to wear a mask in New York? Also their conversation with schools, because schools, they want the children to wear masks, right? So I'm just gonna play a few clips for you guys.
10-15 minutes, all because I won't put a mask on. All these people being inconvenienced. Yes. We are not going to put a mask on, so everyone's getting off the bus. Look at this. What are you going to do? You can't force people to wear masks. They just don't want to drive the bus. Bus is going out of service.
Here's one clip. Here's another clip.
You don't want to do your job. This is not a law. A law is passed by a legislative body. A law is not passed by Andrew Cuomo. You just don't want to drive the bus. And you want to cause all this drama for all these people for no reason. You just want to pick on a woman with 4 children trying to get home. Because this makes you feel like a man. And you're taking all these people off the bus for no reason. When you could just as easily drive the bus. You don't want to... on the bus. He told me to fold my stroller. When I got on the bus, he told me to fold my stroller. You see my stroller? I got all this stuff in it. You see how I have this on and on. Okay, put the bus out of service. Let's go. Let's make this fun for everyone. Let's just violate everyone's rights. I see it's not moving. This isn't my problem. I don't have to do what Governor Cuomo says. Governor Cuomo, all right, put everyone off the bus. Put everyone off the bus. I don't do what Andrew Cuomo says. This is not a tyranny. This is not a dictatorship. I have a medical exemption. I need oxygen. I'm from Williamsburg. Wow. I'm from Williamsburg. I'm from Williamsburg. Actually, I'm from Jamaica. Look at this. Everybody's getting off the bus because of me. There you go. There you go. You all should be sent to China so you can live in communism. That's what you want to do. You want to do whatever Andrew Cuomo says. Good. It is because of me. Out on the bus.
This is
The lawyer you need to talk.
this is the school principal, and then that's her child. That is Stephanie's child off on the side.
Who works for the DOE. He's supposed to tell you people what the deal is. You can't play games like this, Miss Ng. You're a civil servant. You're going to get a pension from taxpayer money. And what you're doing is part of election fraud.
Okay. I will contact you when the lawyer contacts me with updated information.
I got all my children up and ready for school to be here at 8:20, and you're telling them again, stop throwing snowballs at the principal. You're telling them again they can't go into school? No one has even contacted me about Hester's work that she's missing, that no one has been teaching her for over 2 weeks now, and here she is ready to go into a school building to learn? And you're playing games like this?
Andrea, I will contact you, but today I don't have guidance.
Yeah, and then they're not going to have school tomorrow because they're not in that cohort. So another week of school they're not going to get when they're right here ready to learn.
They're in remote learning and
They're not in remote learning. They're still in blended learning because I never signed anything saying they're not.
It's also remote.
Okay, well somebody needs to contact me about what's going on with Hester because she hasn't gotten any education at all. No one cares.
Okay, I will contact you.
Okay, I'll let my lawyer know and I'll show him these videos. Thank you.
So the thing about that situation, it seems that in order to go to school like that, you need to, I think, you got to get checked for if you have it or not, and then you also have to, of course, wear a mask, right? But the child is not doing that. That's what it seems to be. Look at this, ma'am, there's no eating here. December 5th, 2020. You can see that they have the area blocked off. You see, so there isn't any indoor dining, but it seems that they just let themselves sit there. If anybody's a fast food worker, I know you're probably pissed looking at this. And can you imagine you have this section cordoned off, you say, oh, no eating inside, and someone just like, oh, no, I'm going to sit over here. And then here is some email that was sent. So I guess in December, it looks like December 4th, for the schools, they said that they had to keep all the windows open if you're going to be learning in school. See that? We are required to keep the windows open all the time for ventilation, so your child needs to be dressed warmly with scarves, hats, and gloves. And then this was the letter that was sent out to the principal. Remember the one where the child, it looked like the child was throwing snowballs at the principal? So I'm showing you guys this because I wanted to give you all a glimpse about what happens in New York to a person, to an individual whose children does not wear a mask and they themselves don't wear a mask. This is what happens.
Enforcement, sir.
This is what happens in Whole Foods.
You are working the door at Whole Foods on 2nd Avenue. I walked in without a mask. You didn't even notice because I'm a white woman. You didn't notice. But then you saw like a Hispanic man walk in and you told him to cover his nose. You told the Hispanic man to cover his nose. But I walked in and I'm a white woman and you didn't even see that I didn't have a mask on.
Well, I missed it.
Well, you should be paying attention if you're law enforcement and your job is to enforce laws.
I'm not going to argue with you back and forth.
I have something covering my face. I look very fashionable. I look very hot.
You're not covering your face before.
Oh look, it's a Chinese Communist Party member. Is that what you are, ma'am? Is that what you are? Chinese Communist. I think that's what you are. Go the fuck back to China. Go the fuck back to China.
You can't use that language in here. I'm going to ask you to leave. I'm going to ask you
I
to
am a
leave.
white supremacist
Then
because I'm white.
You can't come in
Go
here.
the fuck back to China.
You cannot come in here. If you're going to cuss, you can't come in here.
I don't need to make you. I don't need to. President Trump's gonna make you, bitch. You know that how many Supreme Court justices are conservative, bitch?
I got to ask you to
5.
leave. You're not coming in here.
I think you should take a civics course.
Yes, you got to go.
And I think you should be here legally.
You got to go. You can't come in this
She
store.
needs to go back to communist China. She's telling me what to do.
You cannot come in this
Yes.
store.
Don't tell me what to do. This is America.
You cannot come in this store.
You need to learn how to do your job, sir.
I'm not
I'm
letting
gonna
you
leave because frankly, I don't want to be in an establishment
I'm not letting
with
you
people
in.
who don't do their jobs.
Good. I'm not letting you
You
in.
discriminated against the Hispanic man who didn't have his nose covered,
You're not coming in
but you
here.
let me walk in
You're not coming
because
in here.
I'm white.
You're not coming in here.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm not letting you in because I'm black. All right? I'm not letting you in here.
You know what? So is this child's
That's
father.
fine. You're not coming
This
in
child's
here.
father is
I don't
black
care.
too.
I don't care. You're not coming in
You
here.
better let him catch you on the street.
I'm not coming in here.
You don't know who her father is. You're black.
No, she cannot come in here. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Am I going to be allowed to spend money in this store or not?
Well, what happened?
She's not wearing a mask. She can't even
Do you need me to get your mask?
I don't need a mask. I can wear this. I look very fashionable.
And it rolls down like
I look very fashionable in New York City at Whole Foods.
Chinese lady, so it's not easy.
I know, I'm trying to be uncivilly disobedient like Martin Luther King Jr. would want me to be. I really would. I am. I'm just trying to do what Dr. Martin Luther King, a true American hero who was martyred by the same people who martyred President Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy. That's who I'm trying to be like. It's called civil fucking disobedience. And it's not fucking polite. And you don't walk around with everyone else with signs blaming everything on fucking Donald Trump. Fuck you all. Fuck you.
You gotta go.
You wait till this baby's black father catches you on the street. Enforcement, sir. You are working the door at Whole Foods.
So look at that. That's a health screening questionnaire. So before, when you drop off a kid, I guess it's during this time they want to do the health screening, right? And then instead of answering it, the reply was, "No one is sick, but the teachers union administration for going along with this insanity. Stop depriving children of oxygen. I am not participating in the insurrection of a duly elected president, and I will not participate in the city's overthrow to a 240-year tradition of free and fair elections on election day." I don't understand what this has to do with the health screening. Just putting it out there. But that definitely affected the child, going to school. Remember earlier? Yeah, if you don't have the health screening answered, and you don't want to participate in testing and you don't wear a mask, you can't go to school. And looks like she wrote a letter to de Blasio, but I can't read it. But yeah, anyway, I think the rest are just selfies if I remember correctly. But yeah, I was genuinely surprised that a person like this has an Instagram where they post this kind of stuff. Also genuinely surprised that it just seems like, and this is just my opinion, but it seems that if she is saying certain things, certain terms to a person, and her kids are biracial, I don't get it. It's like, it must be so hurtful to those kids, and it's like, I just kind of wonder like how much those kids are absorbing from her. It's like, you guys saw the clip earlier. It seemed like the child threw a snowball at the principal. In my opinion, that's a sign of disrespect. Not a very good environment for a kid to be in my opinion. Yeah, it was just shocking for me to see. It's like you see one clip of a person, but then when you see their whole Instagram kind of aligned with the same kind of thing, you don't see that kind of stuff often, right? And this person is getting blasted online. I'm sure they're well aware that they do have an Instagram. They're aware of the comments that they're receiving, and they are not taking this stuff down. Why they are not taking this kind of stuff down? I think that they stand by their assertions, and they stand by their views of what they say. A person who, and by the way, I'm trying to lint something right now, but a person who says those kind of things and posts it, in my opinion, that kind of person is not embarrassed by their statements, and they feel like they're in the right. So although very, very controversial, very irritating, it's like other people will be like, oh my goodness, this person appears to be a Karen of sorts. And I've just never seen this kind of heavily concentrated kind of thing in one person. Let me put it that way. You see like moments of Karenness in a person, but to see them doing it over and over and over, and also, throwing out all these terms to people, not good at all. And I don't know if she was really right when she said that she is, it's, if I remember correctly, it seemed that she said she was a white, what, and it's strange for me to hear that, or even having her bring up that kind of term when, she has like 3 or 4 kids. And she also, like, even the emails that even the things that she posts, it's like she has the full names over here. She has her full name there. She has her, she you can figure out what school they're going to. It's very public information. So, I don't know why she would do that. And yeah, it's just like, I'm just kind of thinking about it. I'm like, geez, you're putting, it's not good to just like post this stuff, put your kids in it, put names in it. And yeah, lot of stuff is on here. For instance, right? I don't know why she would post this. Let me find it if I can see if I can find it. Okay, I'm too back. Let me find it. Oh, maybe I did go. I wish I could just sort by videos and then I could find it. Wasn't that one? So many videos, so many clips. Oh, man, goodness, I can't find it. I don't know if I'm just being blind right now because I see all these clips. Oh my gosh, let me look from the beginning again. Okay, let's see. This one? No, that wasn't it. Oh, here it is. Like, I don't understand why you would post this video.
It's our business.
It's none of your business.
On the Lower East Side.
It's not none of your business.
And I raised my kids here. So don't come up in here and say that it's none of our
You need to
business.
get out of my baby's face.
No, I'm in your face.
No, you're in
I'm
my
in your
baby's
face.
face and you're
I'm in
scaring
your
my
face.
face.
I'm in your
You're scaring my
face.
baby.
Baby comes first, not you. I don't give a damn who you are to that baby. The baby comes first. Everyone, baby.
You're really threatening me,
Can
really.
you just, you're a mafia and I'm helping you and you're recording me.
Because these people are threatening me.
Because we saw you acting crazy in the street.
I wasn't acting crazy. I was looking for something that I lost.
Because I know what that looks like. I got family that died from that shit. Alright, so
Died from what? Died from what?
Yo, we can tell.
Just, you're not helping. You're not helping. I don't care. I don't even know you. I don't know you. For all I know, you are. I have no idea.
How can you not care about the babies you bring into the world? How could you not care about them? They are little ass kids. How can you not care about them like that? Are you crazy? They are kids. You cannot leave them by themselves and worry about yourself. You gotta worry about them. It's not about you anymore. At all. At all. It's not. It's not about you anymore at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're babies. You're
Thank
crazy.
you.
You're crazy.
Go tell their father that. Go tell their father that.
What you mean go tell their
Because if their father does nothing for them, okay?
My father do nothing for me, but my mother took care of
I
me.
take care of my kids, okay?
When you stressed out, we can
Because I'm stressed out because I lost my glove, okay? No, I lost something else. What else did I lose? What are you accusing me of now? This is America, okay? Stop accusing people. Stop accusing people.
It is our business.
It's none of your business.
So yeah, it seems that it seems that the women who are approaching her were alleging that maybe she neglected her baby or she wasn't paying attention to her baby. I mean, that's what it insinuates, right? Based on the clip. That's what it seems to me, but I could be wrong. And it's like those kind of things, like it's not good to post that kind of stuff. Like, what is the benefit about posting a clip where it seems that people are questioning your ability to watch over your kids? Like, I don't get it. So yeah, I was looking through all these videos, and there was this one video where I forgot exactly what it is, and I might be remembering it wrong, but or maybe it wasn't even on the Instagram. Maybe it was somewhere else. But she was it appeared, if I remember correctly, that Stephanie had asked was asking people like how many black guys did they have relations with. And it was just so weird to bring that up. It's like she brings up that her kids are mixed, and it's like, well, why would you even why do you feel compelled about bringing up the race of your kids? It's like let me find that original clip over here. Yeah, I was trying to find it. She was saying that she was asking people how many. Let's find it over here. Oh, maybe this was it. But I couldn't find the video again.
Problem. You don't have to serve if you don't want to.
Why is it a regular lunch? You just gotta tell me what.
You can't even see how I'm looking at you, sir. I have sunglasses on. You can't even see how I'm looking at you. I have sunglasses on.
Get it, I guess.
You just said, don't look at you like that. How do you see how I'm looking at you?
Excuse me, can you just serve? If you don't want to serve her, let you go.
If
you want to serve her, serve her. If not, let you go.
Take her out.
Okay, hello, ma'am. He's not going to serve you, so please leave.
Why? Because he's a bitch ass nigger?
No, excuse me.
Oh, that's what he is.
Hello, now you need to go.
That's what he is.
Excuse me,
bitch
ma'am.
ass
Hello,
F-word.
ma'am. You need to go.
You heard it.
Let me call a cop because this lady been very disruptive now.
It doesn't affect me that you're not going to serve me because you're a bitch.
Are you just calling him a nigger? That's what you just said?
I can call him whatever I want. Can't wear a mask, sir.
She said she got medical problem. You don't have to serve her if you don't want to.
Yeah. I don't think that was the full video. There was another part that she was talking about her kids or something like that, or yeah, I forgot what it was. This isn't the full video though.
It doesn't affect me that you're not going to serve me because you're a bitch.
Are you just calling him a nigger? That's what you just said?
I can call him whatever I want.
Yeah, that wasn't the full video. Anyway, yeah, I feel sorry for the kids too. So, anyway, I am going to end this stream. I just think that it was just so shocking to me to find out this person. It wasn't just an isolated incident. It was other things that they said on an Instagram that is still public, and the link is in the description if you do want to check it out. Of course, by me saying this kind of stuff, I just want you to form your own opinion about this kind of stuff. Don't do anything, obviously. It's just so shocking to me that someone, because usually when like this kind of stuff happens, right, the first thing people do is they pull out their they pull down their Instagram, they pull down their social media, and it just goes like private, or they delete it. But it seems that this person they either didn't think about it, which I highly doubt, or they just stand by their statements. And yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. This would be considered one of those videos where it's just like just so much negativity inside of here. It's just so much, it's just shocking to me, because it's like I hear about this kind of stuff, but seeing a person like constantly film this kind of behavior and not being apologetic about it, what they're saying, the terms that they use towards other people. You guys heard how she was talking to the security guy, and then she was mentioning that the kid's father's a black. It's like, well, why you have to mention that? And yeah, and then the whole fast food thing. Remember how they just let themselves in eating at that fast food area and throwing snowballs at the principal? Yeah, and then all that stuff where they don't want to be compliant with the regulations of this, what the school has in mind, like, okay, fill out the health screening, okay, wear a mask. And if you don't want to wear a mask, like, I understand that, but do remote learning then instead. But I guess, and I'm sure she's not the only person who has children in the New York school system that just say, like, hey, I don't want to have my kids do remote learning, and I don't want them to wear a mask, and I demand that my kids be able to go to school maskless. I demand that you take you take the kids to, you allow the kids to go to school, and if you don't, then of course it's gonna be, it's like, I understand why the school has their system in place. I understand why a person who is against wearing masks might say, like, oh, I don't want to change, I want you to cater to me, but it's, in my opinion, I think it's very selfish, because, like, you have to think about it, like, when the school is given a directive, right? They cannot make the exception to one person, especially when it comes to something that can be transmitted through close contact, right? According to science. So, if to make these kind of demands and then vilify the school, and it's just, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around, and this kind of stuff. I just think, like, kids learn from their mother or their parents, and if the mom says, like, okay, we can just let ourselves eat in here, and yeah, I know the sign says no eating in here, but we're gonna do what we want. It just, like, the kids become very defiant, in my opinion, and it's gonna cause them to be like, it's gonna cause them to not respect authority. And I know people would say, well, Erica, the kids are gonna be more stronger, and the kids have, not be able to think for themselves. True, but the problem is that if you don't follow rules, then people will turn against you in the future. They don't see you as really like a strong person, but they see you as kind of like being a jerk or being very inconsiderate, right? So this kind of stuff, I just kind of shake my head. My opinion, I just shake my head, because I think, like, yeah, it can be pretty tough if you go through life and you don't respect the rules, and you want the rules bent to you, it will just be a harder life, in my opinion. So and of course, the kids might be thinking, like, if they see an Asian person, they might say, like, hey, look at this person, go back to China or something, which, as you guys know, there's just so much like, there's too many attacks towards Asians. I heard that there was this woman who was getting verbally harassed on a subway, I think yesterday. And then, yeah, not good. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Feel free checking out her Instagram, seeing, looking at things, because I think sometimes it's kind of, it's kind of interesting to see how certain people think, see their reaction about certain things, their captions, how they have certain things. Let's see over here. Where is this? Like this kind of stuff. Look at this. 10 minutes arguing with the principal at drop-off this morning until she admits this is nonsense, and I start crying about 9/11. I say I have to go, and they keep my kids, and I don't check any of these boxes. Wow. Wow. And then here's another one, too. Let me see if I can find it. So, one of the teachers overheard that she was traveling, right? So because she's traveling, you're supposed to get screening. But of course the mom is refusing that. So the school seems like they're trying to work with her, but she doesn't want to work with them at all. She's just being very defiant. And where is that part? Over here. And then I think she was making allegations that if you get and I could be remembering this wrong, but according to this clip, it seems that she alleges that if you do swabbing, then yeah, they're testing your DNA or something like that. So she doesn't want to get tested because she doesn't want the genetic material stolen or something like that, if I remember correctly. I was like, oh gosh. So no testing, no mask. Ugh. It just makes it harder. Like at the end of it, right? It's the kids that are not being able to go to school at all. And I wish that at least they would do remote learning, because times tick, right? Time goes by. So here we go. Oh, here's the thing. So look. So I guess this was the principal said, "Dear Mr. Nara, I phoned you at 8:45 today a.m. to inform you that your daughters arrived at school at 8:30 without consent for random testing. This is a matter that we have had discussions about, and you are fully aware of the Department of Education policy. However, you intentionally ignored the policy and sent them into the building. Without consent, the children will need to be picked up. On that phone call, I requested that you pick them up as soon as possible. You stated you will pick them up at 2 p.m. I reiterated the policy, but you insisted you would pick them up at 2 p.m. at the end of the school day. I informed you per DOE policy, will be set up in a classroom doing independent." Where is it? Oh, I guess it got kicked, it got cut off. Yeah, see? So students without consent forms on file who have not submitted a request for medical or disability-based exemption must be removed to fully remote instruction. So because of that, they don't want to teach the kids, because unless you consent to random testing, unless you wear masks too, I'm assuming, right? You cannot go to school. But the mom, Stephanie, appears to not want the kid to be in remote learning and insists that the kid gets taught in person. See where I'm getting now? It's tough. It's really, it's like a rock in a hard place for the school. Because if the children get dropped off, they can't return her back, right? She's just gonna be like, okay, you're at school now. You're on their property. Yeah, you're on their grounds. Okay, yeah. The teacher, the principal has to keep you there, and yeah, the principal can call all they want, but the principal's not going to drop them back off to school. I mean, they're not going to drop them back off at home, so the school has to keep them until the mom picks them up, which is at 2 p.m. See, remember that? I reiterated the policy, but you insisted that you'll pick them up at 2 p.m. at the end of the school day. Wow. Very, it's like, this is the kind of stuff that I would imagine be private, but it's actually public and posted on Instagram. So again, I'm not, all this stuff, I'm just basing it off what I see on Instagram and my own opinion. It just surprises me that someone posts this stuff. Make your own conclusions about this. This is just my opinion. See, so I guess it seems that, yeah, Target has there's a trespass of some sorts. I don't know what the trespass is. I don't know if she's saying, I don't know what the whole thing is. It seems that she got hit with a trespass, like she's blocked from the store, but I can't be too sure, because it says, like, you can partner with the local law enforcement and store director if you have any questions. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess that there is a trespass. I guess she was blocked from going to Target. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Let's see over here. Why does the school need to do random testing? Because they want to make sure that everybody's safe. So you cannot, it's like, I think they do random testing because they say, like, well, we just want to make sure that that if we do decide to do testing on one day randomly, right, we know exactly, because you don't want to have, like, I don't think they're testing everyone every day, and maybe people might think that's a little too much, because how many kids are in school, right? So if they say, like, every day we're going to randomly test, like, 20 kids, and if they have it, then they get sent home, that kind of stuff. But if you don't consent to it, it just sends a message out like they could have it, or if they do have it, nobody will catch it, and then they could spread it to other kids as well. So that's why you do the random tests. So it's like I imagine the kids get tested, and then they're supposed to do social distancing, and yeah, it's like you cannot prevent it from occurring. But if they do find out that they're positive, what they can do is they can immediately quarantine. They can immediately remove the kid. But I might be wrong because I'm not familiar with the DOE policy on that stuff. So I thought it was interesting because I'm not aware of like what's going on in the schools. I don't have kids, I don't know anybody who has kids in New York, who's doing with the school system. This is not something I follow, but seeing this kind of internal correspondence between principal and parent, seeing these health screening questions, seeing like little snippets of what is going on, or what the policy states, it's pretty eye-opening to me. So I will talk to you guys later. Also, in case you guys are wondering, this is her Instagram title. She has a lot of people commenting. Of course, as I mentioned before, don't do anything. Of course, I'm just sharing it with you guys because I just thought it was interesting to see someone openly post all this stuff that pisses a lot of people off, and them appearing to be very unapologetic. That's all. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, and my computer's dying too. Whoops, 7%.